what we recognize at the Chamber of Commerce is that, you know, maybe about 10% of the people go into our really important visitor services information centers. So we want to encourage people to go to those information centers. Certainly they contact visitor services via the telephone and our website. But we also recognize that it's really obvious that we're all part of visitor services. We're all ambassadors. So Tofino's primary industry is about 85% tourism based. With that, we've got a lot of young people in service and entry-level positions. We recognize that, and certainly with that, there's also a transient population. Our brand, it's a great brand, and Sharon works very hard at promoting our brand externally, and they do a great job. People are starting to recognize the Force of Nature as our core brand. Therefore, the name of the program, the Force of Nature Ambassador Training Program. But internally, in our own community, we think it's really important that we really ingrain that brand into everybody in our community. So we're working very hard at developing that brand, and this program will be enhancing and growing that.
We're aiming at frontline service staff, but it's not limited to the service industry. It's intended for the whole community, and it's intended to benefit the whole community. Our goal is to create a 4-hour course, and we're going to try and share a sense of belonging and sharing the knowledge about the community's values, culture, and history. So we have an ambitious amount of content to try and cover, but that will include our history and culture. So we've got Tales of the Tonquin, we've got Cougar Annie's Garden, forestry blockades, we've got a rich First Nations Nuu-chah-nulth culture, as well as our own West Coast vibe and surf culture. We also have local values and respect that we're really trying to share and get across in this program. So some of that includes the environment and water, as well as the community, and we'll really try and incorporate those values of Hishuk, Ishtuwak, and Isak. And the natural history, we live in a coastal temperate rainforest, so we have a lot of really great biodiversity, natural history, ecology. We have some great programs that we can build off of from the Rain Coast Host Interpretive Program, as well as Parks Canada, their Bear Aware programs. So we're going to try and incorporate some of those components into the Ambassador program as well. Another component of this is the business community, and we are really trying to create better business awareness as well as business referrals. And there's a lot to see and do. If you imagine that just $1 spent for every visitor equates to $600,000 or $700,000 more that goes back into the community, that's your proof right there. This is going to be a great asset to the community. We also have lots of events. There's different festivals, community events, and we need to get that information out there so that people can access that and know how they can participate and try and build some better civic responsibility and awareness as well. And basic information, a lot of the frontline service staff and people coming in are transient, they're newcomers, so they don't really know the basic information about the town and the community, so we'll also try and include some of that basic information, emergency services, bylaws, parks and recreation, garbage recycling, just the basic stuff that's nice and easy. And of course, we're going to try and hit it hard with the Superhost etiquette. We have a lot of really good reviews about this town, but we can also get some pretty bad negative reviews as well for not being super friendly. And so we really want to try and get this Superhost and good etiquette across and incorporate some basic service training into the Ambassador program as well. We need to create a friendly service atmosphere, not only to our visitors, but also to each other. We need to be really good to each other because locals can probably we can be our own worst critic. So we really want to share that host etiquette, not only with ourselves, but with the visitors and everybody else. So the program is initially based off of the Whistler Spirit Pass program. The Whistler program is mainly focused on tourism and business. So as you just saw, we have a lot of other components that we're going to try and build into the Ambassador program as well. And the idea is that we end up with an initiative that's tailored specifically to our region, that really speaks to the core values and culture of what this place is. And we've got a lot of different ways that we can try and develop that curriculum, with virtual tours as well as an interpretive outdoor component. We just want to make it fun and interesting and enjoyable for people to come and learn about this place so that they've got something better, they're more equipped to take it away with them.
Yeah, and I had a store in Whistler for a decade, and my staff would go through their 4-hour program. They'd come out, they'd be really excited about the community, they really understood the brand, they improved their service, and their knowledge about the businesses was increased as well. And I think our story and our culture and the history we have here, it's gonna, I think people will come out with just even more, and we can develop a program to build on that program that they have. The other part of our program is that we don't have a member-to-member services. So, we notice a lot of people, they would love to give chamber members a discount, or people that live in our community. We want to make sure they earn it, that they go through the ambassador program, and they're understanding the importance of when they get some sort of discount or benefit. We also want to initiate a member benefits package. So we'll be looking to you as we create that package through the program. We have a pretty kind of free-spirited, willed community here. So there's a lot of entitlement to people feel like they can go on your whale watch trip for the whale watch drivers or the kayaking and the recreation operators at will. And we want to encourage them to go through the program, and then they'll understand about the importance of taking care of the driver or sending them business, promoting the people that are taking care of them, and also not to take advantage of them. I mean, a lot of the recreation outfitters I know probably feel a little bit taken advantage of and aren't getting the value that they should get back. So we also think it'd be important to the success of our community to build the member-to-member benefits. So, and so the idea is to create a Force of Nature card. So they're doing the Force of Nature program. They will come out with a Force of Nature card, and then members can jump in at any time and say, we'll offer a discount if you have your Force of Nature card. Or maybe you do a whale watch trip in the package, and it's a one standby trip, so you don't get hit up 3 times in a season, but and that there's some value to it. So the idea is to create more community engagement, as I discussed, with the Facebook, the Twitter, YouTube. We're looking at doing sort of a passport challenge. Is what you were looking at?
Yeah, we can make it interesting and fun as well. Vancouver had a tourism passport challenge where the frontline staff were given a passport to go around and try out a lot of different businesses, and they got their passport stamped. So it's kind of like an incentive program. Once they get their passport all filled out, it's turned in for a reward of some kind. So that is an option that we can build into the program to try and get people out there and actually experiencing the different businesses and the different activities that we have to offer, to really encourage them to get out there and engage and try it, so that they've got their own stories to tell about what they've done in Tofino and around the region.
And the opportunity to reach out, have things like Spirit Day. So like maybe once a year, businesses can set up a booth, and people in the service industry or non-service industry, just the whole community, and our ambassadors can come learn about your businesses, take that knowledge throughout the year and share that. We want to increase the communication so that you can get your messaging out there. If you've got a sale that you're having, if there's a community event, that we're not reaching out just to the managers and owners of the business community, but to everybody. And you'll see a huge increase in people potentially signing up to join and be more participants in those community events and in our community, in the nonprofit organizations as well. And you'll see increased, hopefully, community pride, building respect in our community, which I know the district has always talked about, and building our community capacity, which is the whole idea of this program, is to build capacity within our community.
So our aim is to, now that we've got the message out there, we've got a working committee that we're forming, and hopefully throughout the month of May we'll be able to really target the curriculum development and get that built. And so we have some ambitious deadlines so that we can ideally start to deliver the program for June and early July so that we're up and running for this tourist season. Again, it's supposed to be a 4-hour program. We're thinking right now that we might be able to run it out of the Botanical Gardens. That way we can include a bit of an interpretive walk, get people outside, and then by the end of the summer season, we'll be able to evaluate how well we did this year, and then hopefully I'll be busy looking for more funding and ways to build the program and bring it back to you next year. By all means, please contact me. Tell me what you got, what's brewing, and send those ideas forward. And again, we'll get that work committee up and running so that we can build the curriculum and hopefully have it ready to offer in June.
Well, we really need you to have, to do the program yourselves and to send your staff. It's free this year, so take advantage of it while it's free, and put as many of your employees through it. We think it'll be really valuable to you and your business, to our whole community. Some businesses may want to tie it into your own internal staff training program, so they could do the 4-hour ambassador program one part of the day, and the other part of the day you could deliver your own in-house training program. So really you could build it into your training program, and it could be of huge value to you. So please give us your feedback. Like Rebecca said, send your staff to the program, do the program, and we'll be sending out a survey by email as well.